Alright, this is Vegeta8259, and this is part 1 of the long-awaited Perfect Grade Gundam GP01 review. And this first part is going to be kind of an introduction to everything you get in the box. So let's go ahead and get started. Anyway, this is the model kit itself, and this is how GP01 is going to look, completely unpainted, snapped together straight out of the box. No decals applied or anything. Just do a quick turnaround so you can see the whole thing from a 360-degree view. And yeah, it's actually a very impressive looking perfect grade in my opinion. All of the colors are molded in their correct colors. Lots of great detail for the inner frame and on the outer armor of the kit as well. And it has pretty good posability. Now, the really nice thing about this perfect grade is that you practically get two Gundams in one, because not only can you build the perfect grade GP01 ground type that you see here, you also get all of the parts to build the full burner version, which is the space type of the GP01. So out of the box you get an inner frame for GP01, you get the armor for the ground type, you get the additional armor for the space type. You actually get two core fighters. There's a core fighter inside GP01 right now, and then you get the full burner core fighter. So you actually get two whole complete core fighters in this package. You get two sets of landing gear, because the landing gear for each core fighter is different. Get two little missiles that go on the ground type's core fighter, and you get three little MS staff people. Actually, I think that one is the pilot, Ko Uraki, and two little hangar people. You get a MS hangar, which obviously I haven't assembled yet. It's 4 runners of gray plastic, but I'll assemble that and you guys will see it in a later part of the review. As far as weapons go, you get a shield, which is collapsible. It can kind of compact itself in. You get a beam rifle. It has moving parts, clear parts, and chrome parts. You get a small machine gun, which you can disassemble. And you get 2 beam sabers. You get 4 handles, so you can see there's 2 beam sabers on GP01. And then there's 2 more on the full burner version. You only get 2 blades, but then again, that's not a problem because you can't really use all 4 at the same time. And you get this little thing which goes on the beam rifle, which I have yet to figure out exactly what it is. So anyway, that is pretty much everything you get as far as plastic is concerned. Now, this kit does have quite a few screws. It is an I don't like to say older perfect grade. It came out in 2003, but so they were still using screws back then. And you are going to get a few electronic components because GP01's eyes do light up. For decals, you get a large sheet of clear stickers, which are quite numerous. You do get plenty of stickers for the ground type and the full burner version. And just like every perfect grade, you get 2 manuals. You get a construction manual here, which is pretty straightforward. It just goes through obviously the construction of the model kit. It's printed all in blue. And you get an instruction manual, which is going to be printed in color. And first up, we're going to get lots of features of the model kit. Pretty much all of the promotional art that Bandai showed off before it was actually released. And then on page 2, or actually I guess it's page 3, we start getting some basically like technical information about the GP01, camera ranges, thruster output, things like that. Further in, we get technical specifications on the full burner mode, including its core fighter and the core fighter's output. Even more detailed information on the 2 different core fighters. Information on the weapons, the machine gun, the beam rifle, beam saber, and shield. And this is all in Japanese, so I can't read it, but some sort of Anaheim Journal documentary thing on GP01's development. And on the last 2 pages, we get a guide for the decals. And I thought this was pretty unique that they actually gave us photos to apply the decals rather than just a straight up line drawing like we usually get. So I guess that was a pretty nice little touch. And then another picture of GP01 on the back there. And apparently I picked up an initial release version of GP01, not intentionally. I didn't realize it was the initial release until after I'd already bought it. And it came with this little Anaheim Electronics Gundam project folder. And it's not really anything much. It just opens up, so you can see it's got some little fictional caution stuff about confidentiality. And you get a little Anaheim Electronics GP01 staff card. And you can check off designer, engineer, programmer, administrator, stuff like that. So I guess that was a nice little throw-in for the initial release. Maybe not as good as the initial release bonus for some other perfect grades, but still I guess it's better than nothing. Anyway, so that's all the stuff that comes out of the box. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the box itself. Alright, and this is the box of the perfect grade GP01. As you can see, we've got a very nice image of the GP01 on the front in its MS hanger. And I believe this is pretty much just a picture of the model kit. And they've gone in with some Photoshop work and added some lighting and some effects and things like that. Over here we've got the perfect grade logo and the name of the mobile suit, as well as 2 nice little silver foil silhouettes of the ground type and the full burner version. And the entire box is kind of silverish in color. It's not a very bright silver, but it still has kind of a metallic sheen to it. On the top of the box, we've got a headshot of the GP01, as well as the name again, and some technical information in Japanese, and of course a handle, because this is a pretty large box. Now the sides of the box are both the same, that are just silver and have the name of the mobile suit on there. And the back of the box is where we're going to get all of our nice little promo images. So you can see pictures of the lights in the eyes, some of the internal stuff, the weapons, little MS people. And here's a nice large picture of pretty much everything you get in the box. All the stuff I just showed you earlier. And here's a picture showing off that this perfect grade has the opening armor panels, which Bandai used to do pretty often in perfect grades, but they seem to have dropped that feature lately. And this is pretty much the same image that's on the front of the box, only this is a straight photograph with no special Photoshop effects. Here's a comparison of the ground type and the space type, and again a comparison of the 2 different core fighters. Bottom of the box is just blank. So before I open it up and show you the 2 inner boxes, I did want to do a size comparison. Here we've got perfect grade 00 Risers box. Let's see, as you can see, GP01's box is a bit taller by a couple inches. Let's see, GP01's box is also wider by about an inch. And as far as the front width goes, they're about the same width this way. Anyway, here is the box to the original perfect grade RX-78. As you can tell, again, they're about the same width, but obviously GP01's box is much wider this way, and obviously a good at least 4 inches taller. So just like a 00 Riser, the GP01 has 2 inner boxes. Open this up, and you'll get the handle sheet, and then you'll get an A box and a B box. And the A box is pretty much just going to have a large picture of the ground type and the full burner version on the front, and is going to contain half of the parts of the model kit. And the B box will contain well, not contain, but have a large shot of the full burner in its MS hanger on the front of it. And my dogs are barking at something. You'll have to excuse them. Anyway, unlike 00 Riser, there aren't, where, you know, 00 Riser had the 00 Gundam in one box and the O Riser in the other. They don't really do that here. All the parts from the kit are just kind of evenly distributed between both boxes, so you'll have to have both boxes open while you're building this kit. So I guess that about does it for part 1. That's about as much introduction as I can give. So next we will be taking a look at GP01's articulation. So with that, I will see you guys next time.